if you're totally successful but you're not fulfilled, then what do you have? You have nothing.
Fulfillment is the game. Money can buy you lots of moments of happiness, but it won't buy you fulfillment.
The only thing that matters in life is what you think about yourself when you're by yourself and have nothing but your own thoughts.
Rise and shine, it's Espresso time. What's up, Believe Nation? It's Evan. I believe in you, and this channel is designed to be a part of your daily success routine. So let's start your day off right together. Grab your coffee and sip on today's message. Find fulfillment. Over to you, Tony Robbins. Also, if you want to know what Tony Robbins and other successful entrepreneurs have to say about building unstoppable confidence, check out my 254 Confidence series, where every day for the next 254 days, I will send you a morning video for free to help you build your confidence. The link to join is in the description below.
Our strongest drive is the need to stay consistent with how we define ourselves.
So while you're in this passionate state, that's where you make decisions.
So if you want to change your life, my friends, you got to change your physiology and you got to change your focus.
I wake up every morning. Espresso keep me going. I wake up every morning.
My goal in the book is really for people to be happy and more fulfilled, because you can have a ton of money and still be miserable.
Right.
You know, so it's really like mastering the science of achievement, but also the art of fulfillment. It's about, if you're totally successful but you're not fulfilled, then what do you have? You have nothing. You know, you made everybody happy but yourself. That's the worst thing you got. That's Robin Williams is a beautiful man. Such a beautiful man. Killed himself, right? And he achieved everything most people ever dream of. Had a beautiful family. You've made the whole world laugh. Hundreds of million people love him, but he didn't figure out how to end the suffering. Money won't do that.
Fulfillment is the game. Money can buy you lots of moments of happiness, but it won't buy you fulfillment. To get fulfillment, you need the purpose planner. Here's how it works. We're looking at your who, your why, and your how. Number one is the who, and that is your one word. Your one word, your most important core value. When you know what your who is, when you know what your one word is, it allows you to have strength in your conviction. It allows you to understand, this is what I'm all about. This is my path. This is my mission. You might believe something different than me. Amazing. That means maybe we won't work together. But when you are unclear with what your most important core value is, then you get swayed by other people's opinions. Then when somebody tells you something, if you're standing on quicksand, you'll take anything just to get out of the quicksand, and you'll be pulled in a million different directions because everybody else has an agenda for you. The people around you have an agenda for you. Even if it's out of love, it's still their agenda for you. And you don't know what your agenda for you even looks like because you don't know what your core value is. And so that becomes the rock that you stand on. This is what you come back to. And so for me, it's believe. My one word is believe. It oozes out of all of my content. I don't make a video on the top 10 stupidest things Donald Trump has said, as an example, because it's a negative video. But I'll do a top 10 rules of success on him, as well as the Obamas, Democrats, Republicans, people from all walks of life, because I think you can learn from everybody. And not everybody will believe that message or want it. Awesome. If you don't love Believe, if you're not a fan of Believe, you will hate my channel. You will not want to be here. You'll be turned off pretty much instantly from the content that I put out. And that's great. If you don't like that, then we just shouldn't be coexisting in the same path right now. That's fine. I want people to self-select out. But the people who love Believe, the people who love the message, the people who want that daily motivation in their lives, it's great. Like, let's keep running this parallel path together forever. And so when you understand what your one word is, then it allows you to clear that path. It allows you the certainty to understand that these are the kinds of things that I love doing. This is the kind of person that I am, that I want to be, and that's what I'm going to live up to. It becomes the lens through which you see your entire world. When you figure that out, you have a lot more confidence, clarity, and conviction. And when you don't know what it is, you fall for what the people around you want you to do. So step one, figure out your who, your one word, most important core value. Okay, that's your who. Step two is your why. In your why, you want to figure out why you do what you do, why you want to be doing important work in your life. And I'm a big believer that people are built to serve, that all humans are built to serve, that you want to do good, that your happiness will come by helping other people. And why you do it, because of some pain that happened in your life. Your purpose comes from your pain. And so the bigger pain that you had in your life, the more powerful a purpose that you have. And so if you think about what are the moments that happen in your life that you never want to have happen again? What is the most painful moment in your life that happened to you that you would never want your kids to have to go through? And whatever that moment is, that's your purpose. Maybe you figured out how to deal with it. Maybe you're still dealing with it right now, and that's okay. The journey of finding it is fine. The journey of finding the answer is okay. But even showing your journey and the willingness to go on that journey, that's courageous, and that is your purpose. And that will inspire other people who are currently going through the thing that you went through to take action as well. And so for me, I struggled so much as an entrepreneur. Right? I was making $300 a month. I hated my life. I felt worthless. I was too embarrassed and ashamed to talk to my friends about it. It was really the worst part of my entire life. And so it's why I love helping entrepreneurs, because I don't want anybody to have to go through the feelings that I went through. And so that's why I love doing what I do. Believe is my one word, but I could be believing in anybody. Why help entrepreneurs? Because your purpose comes from your pain. And the most painful moment in my life was when I told my business partner that I quit, and I felt like a worthless piece of garbage. And so I don't want other people to have to feel that. And so whatever the most painful moment in your life is, instead of running away from it, instead of being optimistic and saying life is amazing, it is, but recognize that really sucked, that thing that happened in your life. And now you can help other people who are currently going through that same thing too. So your purpose comes from your pain. Step 2, you have to find your why. Okay, so the who, the why, and now the how. Step 3 is the how. How are you going to go out and actually accomplish that? And so let's break me down. My who is believe. My one word is believe. It's what I stand for as a human being. My why, my purpose comes from my pain. I want to help entrepreneurs. Now, there's a lot of different ways to help entrepreneurs. How do I actually do it? I could be making videos like this. I could be meeting people one-on-one. I could be a coach or a consultant. I could write books. I could help you, hire a team. I could help you move offices. Like if you needed help moving your office and we were renting a truck and I came as a truck driver and moved your piano from your home to your office because you're making it big now and your office needs a piano, I'm helping you, right? I'm helping you. It's part of my why, but I don't enjoy the how. And so the difference here is, and this is what makes people successful, the difference is you have to enjoy the process and not just the end result. And so the end result may be that I believed in you and that I helped you get a result and that I'm helping you as an entrepreneur, and that's what I love doing. And so I love that I helped you. I love that I had an impact. I love that now you're happy. I love that you're off chasing your big dreams and goals now, but I didn't like the process. I don't like the process of moving things. I don't want to have to carry a piano on my back to your new office. And so you have to enjoy the how. You have to enjoy the process. And so if you make a list right now of all the things that you've done for people, make a list, all the things that you've done for people that represent your one word, that tie into your most important core value, that comes from the pain that you've been through. How can you help other people go through the pain that you have been through? They're currently going through that pain right now. How have you helped them in the past? Or how would you like to help them? And then look at that list and see, do you actually enjoy the process of doing that work and not just the result of helping them? So I like making videos. I like researching videos. I like watching videos. I like this. If I didn't like it, I'd move on and do something else. In my Instagram lives, I love helping people one-on-one, and I want to broadcast that so that lots of other people can learn and benefit from it as well. So you have to love the process. And so if you make that list of all the things that you love doing while you're helping other people, that ends up giving you the awesome metric, the awesome lens through which you can then make your final decision, figure out your purpose, finalize the purpose planner when you've gone through your who, your why, and your how. And so fulfillment is the game. It's not just about making money. If you're providing value to people and you're fulfilled, that's the actual game. By providing value to people, you will make money, but you have to be fulfilled in the process. And hopefully the Purpose Planner gives you the tools to do it. I've got a really special bonus clip for you that I think you're going to enjoy. But before that, question of the day, I want to know your answers. What are your Purpose Planner? What's your who? What's your why? What's your how? Put it down in the comments below. Looking forward to seeing your answers.
One thing I want to make really clear, and if you ignore everything else, this is the one where you stop and you pay attention, because this could save years of your life. The game you're playing is not success. The game you're playing is not money. The game you're playing is brain chemistry. The only thing that matters in life, truly, the only thing that matters in life is what you think about yourself when you're by yourself and have nothing but your own thoughts. If in that moment you feel good about who you are, who you're becoming, what you're capable of, and what you're willing to do to make a better future for yourself, those you care about, and other people around you, you will love your life. It is the single most pleasurable neurochemical state is deep fulfillment. Okay? Not happiness. A bowl of ice cream brings me a lot of happiness. But it is a very transient experience. Deep and lasting fulfillment matters. And what that comes down to is how you feel about yourself when you're by yourself.
You realize along the way, or once you've won something, or once you've made a lot of money, it's like if you don't enjoy the journey, that moment is so fleeting. It's gone in a second. And if you don't have the inner mindset of loving yourself, of loving who you are, of loving what you do, of wanting to make an impact, of wanting to help others, of wanting to improve someone else's life, like that, it's honestly the most empty feeling if you think that's the only thing. And I remember I had this moment. I had worked so incredibly hard. It had been like 6 years of competing. Some people compete and win right away and they get these covers, and that's just what I thought would happen. And 6 years later, I'm still like not winning, not getting covers, nobody's noticing me. And finally, actually that year something shifted for me. The year that I won, like swept everything. And what happened is the year prior to that, I had started training other people, go figure, training them for stage, really training them a lot in my studio, really wanting other people to win, like making their wins my win. And what happened is their journey became so much mine, and I became so just immersed in making someone else's life better that next year, it was like I was so fulfilled and happy, and that just radiated. I knew that my purpose wasn't just the body. I knew that my purpose was so much bigger than this one thing, that all of a sudden I showed up on stage as a totally different person. Literally, people were like, who are you? What happened? And I had this moment of I let go of thinking this was everything, and I actually learned that the journey is about helping other people. It's about, really loving what you do and who you are, but loving the fact that you get to do what you love for other people. And that just, it literally flipped on a dime for me. And that was a moment of, wow, it's never about the titles. Those things are amazing, don't get me wrong, I love them, I'm not gonna lie. But if you don't do both, if you don't use them or use them as a platform for something, they're gonna be really empty because they're just a moment.
So let me give you the one word secret to happiness. One word, this is all you need to be happy.
The most important word ever.
If you had to think of one word that's most important to you, or that sums you up, or that would be kind of like a little beacon.
If you want more Tony Robbins, check out his 8 pieces of life-changing advice video that we made. The link is right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
Impossible is not a fact, it's an opinion.
I had no money. I had a 1960 Volkswagen I worked $40 a week as a janitor to buy and pay for.